So welcome back here. We are about to head into the D2 final matchup here at the 2014 PSP World Cup. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and the Los Angeles Ironman Marcelo Margot, one of the best players in the world, and I think you did end up ranked second overall. So was that 3 years running now?
Something like that. I don't even keep track anymore.
I know, but it's still, second's pretty good. But regardless, yeah, Marcelo's going to be giving some expert commentary up here, and we are watching Revo, and they are going to be taking on Prime here. See if Revo can step up, win another event here in D2. Both teams take the snake. Prime and Revo. Revo in the red and Prime in the brown. And it looks like a major penalty here to start the point out for Prime, and that is the worst way to start your World Cup final match. And that is going to put Revo in the driver's seat big time.
Yeah, Revo up in snake two, looking across the field, only one body over there on the Dorito side now. And one body here in snake one, trying to get some sort of kill off that Dorito side. So they're pretty much crossed up right now, Revo with the bodies, as soon as they can figure it out.
And if you're Prime right now, actually, you're fine just sitting there. You're trying to kill that penalty, take as much time off it as possible. It's a 3-on-5 right now. Hopefully pick up a G and try to, turn it and get that point, but.
Yeah, well, here comes the hammer being dropped on the back of number 97. Derek Williams, and number 24 gonna stand up there and go to work.
Solid play by Revo.
Yeah, Revo looks like a perfect point from them. 5 players alive at the end of it. It was Geringer, Graham, Eskridge, Melochek, and Corsetti combining there to win this first point here. Now we have a race to 5 in D2 and D1. It's a 15-minute game time. It's still 1-for-1 and 2-for-1s on the penalties and a race to 5. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly, Edmonton Impact, as the awards ceremonies are beginning.
Hey guys, I am up here with Impact right now. They got 3rd place here at World Cup, and they are your overall season champs. Dave, how does it feel to be the overall season champ?
I mean, that always feels good. I mean, we wanted to, end the season off with a bang and win the series and World Cup, but we're happy to be up here where we're at right now.
Yeah, your spirits seem pretty high. You guys are already celebrating a little bit. I'll let you get back to it, but before I do, who do you want to thank?
First off, Bart and Joe Yakamack, definitely always take care of us, look after us like we're their own kids, and we really do appreciate it from all of us here that's standing up here, and they're huge. I mean, we can't say enough good things about them. And then Richmond, Sean, Steve from GI, Paintball Tickets, Mike and Serene, Jacko at Planet Eclipse, Raza, and Virtue.
Awesome. Well, you guys crushed it this season, so celebrate. It's well-deserved.
Well, thank you again. Want to say, everyone, thank you to all our family back home watching, and thank you to all the refs and all the staff out here for putting this on.
Great job, guys.
God damn it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, man, Bart Yakamack, you want to talk about somebody that should be proud? Bart Yakamack should be proud. He assembled an amazing troop this year. They had that storybook season. Weren't able to cap it off with a World Cup victory, but hey, I mean, you're talking about the most consistent team in paintball. Ended up take 3rd, and that's the first time they haven't been in the finals since going all the way back to the 2nd event of the year.
Yeah. Plus, Impact, depending on how damage finishes, it's going to be really tight between who takes 1st and 2nd in the season overall series. And if Impact is actually able to finish in 1st, damage is playing in the finals, Impact will have taken the Millennium Series title and the PSP overall title.
Wow, that's huge, man. It's such an amazing year, and I really hope that Bart heads to the offseason with a smile on his face, because he deserves it, and everybody on that team does too. So it's good to see success. All right. Now we're in this matchup, and it looks like Prime now in the driver's seat against Revo. Revo, only 3 players left alive. Prime has all the good spots here at the 50s on the D side and on the Snake side, past the 50 actually. Oh, what an amazing shot there from the Snake player for Prime. And it looks like that is Manners, Evan Manners.
Prime losing that body out of the Snake. A little bit more breathing room, but here come the attackers getting chopped up one by one. Is he going to get picked up? No, but he is going to get roasted in the back.
Oh, I thought he was going to flip around and maybe shoot him, but not able. So number 12 coming off some Melochek. So still just too many bodies for Prime left alive. but they definitely kind of went by themselves.
Yeah,
They
barely
almost
pulling that off.
almost threw it away. So it looks like at the end of that chaos there on the attack for Prime is they only have one player left alive, and it's Nolan with 2 confirmed kills there in that point. So solid work by Nolan. He's going to hang it up, and that's going to tie it up.
What a close point right there. We saw Prime players streaking all through the middle of the field. Prime getting back in this game, evening it up 1-1, and there's Melichek picking him up as he already came through, but then Melichek, he's gonna get dinked as he stands up by Ozvoth.
Hey, he put it on him, though, before he got dinked out. So Melnichek was just like, well, that's what you got. When you see someone in your backfield, oh, yeah, you got to shoot that guy.
It's on. Yeah, exactly.
It's on, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So we got ourselves a tie game right now. 12 minutes and 18 seconds to play, so still have some time. Marcelo, what do you think about these matchups coming up here in case people just tuned in? Damage taking on Art Chaos in the Champions Division final matchup for the World Cup. That's the biggest award you can get in the paintball world, is the game that's about to go down between Damage and Art Chaos after the D1 final matchup. And so then those are switched. So you see that the Champions Division finals are now the second to last game with the Challengers Division finals, Infamous and San Diego Dynasty. Who do you got in those games?
Really? I think I'm going to go with Damage against Art Chaos because they're shooting really well off the break. And that was our biggest issue with Art Chaos is we weren't getting the Gs off the break, and they were. So I'm going to stick with my boys in blue over there. And then same thing with that last game. I'm going to go with Dynasty. They're hungry right now. They're angry.
So angry.
They've just been running through teams. So I'm definitely going to take Dynasty in that Infamous game. But, Infamous is playing really well, too. So
yeah,
it'll be a good match.
Yeah, well, both those matches are going to be a perfect way to cap off the 2014 PSP season here. And, definitely hope you guys put the work in the offseason, get ready for the 2015 season. PSP is expecting that to be the best one yet. Infrastructural improvements made over the years of the PSP to try to provide the best possible place to play the game here. Highest level of competition across multiple divisions. And we're watching the D2 final matchup right now. Prime, Revo, who's it going to be? It's all tied up at 1, 12-17 on the clock.
And it's a love that both these teams are running to the snake, making the other team shoot them. Though the Prime guy did get shot off the break.
And Revo loses their body, going to that Dorito 1 on the break. But now the snake open. Here comes.
Oh, crossfield shot by Revo, man. Gets past the 50-yard line, decimates the 50-yard line D side for Prime. So Revo now in the driver's seat, 2 players in the snake. That was a beautiful shot. That was actually it was like a 3-burst, 3-inch grouping.
And look at this, though, the Prime guy going all the way to their side of the field over on the D side.
Hey, guys, I like how aggressive these 2 teams are playing this field, though.
I do, too. I think that's how you win on this field.
And here comes Falatico. He's going to try and trade out. And Falatico, yes, he trades out, so just 1 body left alive.
What a
for
game,
Revo.
though.
Both these teams just sending bodies from distance,
launching
all
bodies
over the place.
everywhere.
This is exciting paintball
this
right
is,
here.
Yeah.
This is exciting paintball.
We watched Revo get across the 50-yard line, just destroy the dude at the 50-yard line on the D side. But then, as we watch them, Revo starts attacking on the snake side. Here comes Prime, streaking bodies down the D side. So, hey, both these teams want it. Revo, a slight lead, 2-1, 10:53 to go. Well, still time ticking off the clock here as Melnichek. Nobody's conceded the point. He's just going to walk that flag in. So as Melnichek walks the flag in, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Revo right now walking out, leading this game 2-1. 10 minutes and 38 seconds. Just about 20 seconds to go here in this race to 5 points. D2 final matchup coming at you here at the PSP World Cup. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Marcelo Margot from the Los Angeles Simon, one of the best players in the world, sitting up here with us right now, helping us break this game down. Now on the breakout, looking at the split screen here, Revo on your left, in the red, Prime again in the brown on your right. And off the races up the center, Prime gets up there and is gonna shut down that D side. And here comes the attack on the D side. But ignoring the snake, and that allows Revo to get into snake 1. They only have 2 bodies here on this snake side of the field for Prime.
Looks like Revo's gonna lose a body off that Dorito side, going to that tall cake before he can launch with just 1 body over there. And Prime up in that Dorito side of the A right now. He's gonna keep the other Revo player from going anywhere. Here goes a big bump from that snake side Dorito out to the Dorito side for Prime. That was Evan Manners getting out there, give a little bit more support, but also at the same time leaving his only body by himself over here on the snake side. That's going to be Aaron Pate. He's in the snake side corner. That's him on your screen right there. There's number 11, Nolan Osvoth, up in that center A, looking to get some kills, but that's going to allow
Oh, and he gets taken out.
Yeah, Revo
Nice
player,
shot.
Scotty Graham getting Big Willie on that A, shooting Osvoth out in the back. Number 18, that's Scotty Graham out of Montreal, playing with Revo 2 here. Coming back, following up on the snake side. Number 23, John Geringer, getting in the snake with him, shooting out Osvoth, or I'm sorry, shooting out Pate out of that snake side corner, and then closing it up, shooting off the last body off that Dorito side of the field.
Revo looks good.
Wow, look at that. Who is that? John Derringer spikes his pod with the down throw, and on the upswing grabs the flag. And so confident. I just love the swagger. Everyone from Revo, man, that program has really evolved. Their style of play has become much more aggressive, much more complete. They are a multifaceted team now across different divisions. They've been successful. Their #1 team, still in the Champions Division. You know, you talk about probably one of the best programs out there right now, Baltimore Revo. So if you're up and coming and you're on the East Coast, you might want to try to get in that camp if you're in the Baltimore area. So let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm now here with Palm Beach Venom. They got first place for D4 Race to 4. How does it feel, guys?
Feels great, Lauren. It's always good to win. PSP's been really good to us. It was a great event. The kids worked really hard all season. It's great to have them here and have the opportunity for us to stand here as brothers and win this together. It's
awesome. Well, we're so glad that you're here. I would say you have a little advantage because you're used to this weather, which I've been dying, but...
A little bit. But I have to tell you, the competition that we had this weekend was probably some of the best that we've ever had. The guys from Prime played a fantastic game. Everybody that we had in the second round were just great.
Awesome. Well, who do you want to thank before I let you celebrate?
Well, obviously, we want to take our friends at Empire up. We want to talk about the guys at Eclipse that have taken really good care of us, Gen X Global. And I have to honestly say we have a special shout out to our friends Karen and Carl Bortle from Vicious. They have been such an inspiration to everybody on the team and everybody in paintball. We can't thank them enough for everything they did.
All right. Well, congratulations, guys. You got first place at World Cup. That is awesome. Celebrate.
say paintball is 90% mental. The mental aspect of our sport goes far beyond game plans and visualization. Now more than ever, Empire provides an unmatched support system for you both on and off the field. Having this level of support allows you to focus on the things that you need to go out there and get the job done. The Empire All-In Sponsorship Program. Thousands of players, hundreds of teams, one family, one support system.
Beautiful day out here in Polk City, Florida, a little outside of Orlando, at the Fantasy of Flight for the 2014 PSP World Cup Finals. And Revo looking pretty solid right now, up 2 against Prime in the D2 final matchup with 8 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. And there's Revo on your screen right now. And during the entire commercial break, the fans for Revo have literally not stopped cheering from the sidelines right now. Revo's just such a deep camp.
Yeah, they got so many supporters. It's always nice to have that many people out here, you know, hoping that you do well.
Absolutely.
Oh, Michael Corsetti tries to go up to middle, and Prime just destroys him running up there. But Prime loses a body as well, losing 2 bodies now off the snake side. And here comes Revo, Scotty Graham all the way onto Prime's side of the field again. Is he gonna get that kill across the field? He's looking for it. I think he's asking for a check right now. Got picked up by the Dorito 2 player. Graham still in there alive.
All he needs to do is tuck up in that bunker and he could get that shot.
Revo is just looking dominant on the snake side right now. Yeah, they lost some bodies, or lost a body, just Corsetti trying to get up in the center, but
Looks like they're going to win this one.
Yeah, you know that last...
No, they got, yeah, well, I mean, they're definitely looking good, but it's a race to 5 here, so.
Yeah, that finals game in Riverside ended up in a tie, and they ended up going to one-on-ones. That definitely does not look like it's going to be the case here, as Revo, in dominant fashion, is just taking it to Prime right now.
Yeah, definitely. Revo has picked up the pace right here. You know, Prime did put that 1 point on the board, but, you know, Revo's looking real solid. Williams, Geringer, Melnicek, Graham, everyone's got kills. 6 for Geringer, 4 for Williams, 2 for Melnicek, 5 for Graham, and even Corsetti, who walked off early trying to do that big move up the center, he has 3 as well, too. So, you know, Revo looking really solid right now, looking like they want to win this World Cup. It's such a great second half of the season for the entire Revo crew.
They remind me a lot of the 187 crew.
They do. We keep saying even their #1 team that's up, that's now maintaining a spot in the Champions Division, just
really scrappy, you know,
fearless.
They win those games, you know, that like they won that game against Heat this morning, which is awesome, good for them. Yesterday, honestly, that long point against Damage, where, you know, they come down, bunker their Brian Smith out of the snake, looked really controlled, you know, and then momentum shift, you know, they couldn't get the next one. But
yeah,
I like what I see from them.
I love what I'm seeing out of those guys. A lot of gumption seems like coming out of that crowd, and that's tough to say for a still kind of a young franchise. They have worked their way up for that top team particularly, but bulking it out, looking really good right now. We'll be right back after this, potentially Revo winning it up.
Hey, John, come in here.
So we are back here. This D4 matchup. Todd's getting his hydration on right now. Some coconut water, courtesy of Appleseed Vending.
So good. Appleseed Vending always taking care of us out here at World Cup. It gets so hot, so humid out here. Appleseed Vending brings us
healthy options, and Marcelo's all about health.
You gotta be.
Starting to get jacked, Marcelo, not gonna lie. Took you some time, but you're getting there, brother. You know what I'm
trying
saying?
to. Yeah, I got competition with Mouse. So.
Yeah, well, Mouse is definitely a beast.
He's on another level right now.
So here we go, scrapping it out right now. Prime, they've lost 2 bodies. They're pushing aggressively in the snake. They know they're 1 point away from losing this matchup. They still have some time, 6 minutes and 49 seconds. Referee in there checking them out. That's John Ward, and John Ward gets run down.
He misses him.
He miss him? Oh, he
did
miss him.
Misses him.
Shooting the bunker. You don't want to shoot the bunker.
And
Let the guy know when you're coming before you get there.
Well, that and the prime guy in the corner actually shot him before he got there. So, good back play by the prime guy.
Oh, Revo, though, starting to drop these bodies. And so, yeah, man, John Ward getting it done here in the snake, stepping up huge for Prime right now to pull within 2.
You got a baby comeback here.
Yeah, Prime keeping in this match.
Keeping their hopes alive, 1 point at a time.
Plenty of time, too.
Yep, still over 6 minutes left to go in this game. Prime saying we ain't going out like that as the Prime cheering section starts to go off. A lot of their cheering section is their other Prime team that we just saw.
And the chants are just going back and forth. Revo, Prime, Revo, Prime. And that's
Revo.
another reason it reminds me of 187. When they're playing, they have everybody out here supporting them.
I love seeing that, though. But those
Yeah,
guys with those
absolutely.
big camps, Prime, Revo, 187. I mean, 187, coming out of out of the Northeast.
Right.
A lot of followers because they have a lot of teams that they work with lower down in the division. So, it's just great to see. I mean, the stands have been packed all day, even this morning.
Oh, absolutely.
And rightfully so,
World
though.
Cup, yeah.
It's well, not only is it World Cup, so there's 350 teams here and all the local fans that come out, but most importantly, Sunday, every single game in Sunday has been interesting today. We haven't really seen any blowouts today at all. Every game's been competitive and been exciting. So it's the stands have been completely packed. VIP is packed, and man, of course, look, you see there right now, World Cup. God, I love World Cup. I'm kind of sad it's slowly starting to end, though. I feel like it's flown by this
Came
time.
and went so fast.
Yeah.
So fast, yeah. It's always a bad feeling. The season's, it's over, and teams have to get ready for next year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty crazy offseason, too.
It always is.
Oh, yeah, right, it always is. Even the years where we're like, oh, we don't think much is going to change.
All of a sudden,
All
bam,
of a
hits you in the
sudden,
face.
2 weeks after World Cup, you start getting texts. Yeah. So we'll keep you updated with all the off-season craziness at Paintball Access with all the big teams. And yeah, who knows, man? I've heard a lot of rumors, not sure exactly what's true. So we'll see how things progress in the off-season. But again, keep tuned to Paintball Access. Me and Todd will be doing breakdowns for you guys. We'll have more podcasts and interviews and information coming. Looks like Revo calling a timeout. That's pretty smart. Prime just scored that point. Looked pretty good doing it. So you want to slow that momentum down.
I don't know. At the same time, though, you're up 2 points. You're giving them time to kind of rest, and they're probably putting their squad in that just ran. You're giving them time to rest, hydrate. Sit there and think about it. I think you just, you're up 2.
That's
You
a real
just
good point.
close
Well,
the door.
maybe they called it for to go over some game plan, something a little bit more
Sure,
important than
of
just slow
course.
momentum. But all right, we're going to be right back with potentially the conclusion of this race to 5 D2 final matchup here at the World Cup. See you in a second. We are back now on the field. Just 1 point is keeping Revo away from a massive celebration and taking the World Cup victory here in D2. Prime still fighting for their lives. Do not want to end their season here with a second place finish when they're this close. Only down 2 right now, 6 minutes and 11 seconds to play. And on this layout, as we've seen, absolutely there's no reason why Prime should not be able to come back. Both teams at 5 strong here. Oh, look at this, Revo trying to get out on the snake side, looks out right into a ball. And here comes the push up the center right now for Prime.
Prime going hard up. That center looking towards the snake side. Revo, uh-oh, that Prime player is going to get a check. Referee runs in there, he's clean. So Prime with 4 bodies looking snake side, really looking to make the push. as they come around from the snake insert right into the 50 snake. Revo losing that first body. Falatico is walking off, so only 4 left alive now for Revo. Prime making a bump out to the Dorito side from that back Dorito. And Prime
penalty.
gonna earn a penalty in the snake.
Oh, but Revo loses a body at the same exact time that happened. So both bodies coming off for Prime on the snake side here, but Revo loses their only body on this side as well, too.
Scotty Graham getting shot out of the snake.
Now I think it's a 2-on-2. Yep, 2-on-2. Oh, no. The Prime guys actually have 3, and they make that move into the 50 Dorito.
Oh, and he gets shot.
And that was a 3-on-3.
No, he did not get shot.
And Prime here, all of a sudden coming through and
guy-
running in the center, but it looks like he might have had a hit, minor penalty assessed, and I think that takes out everyone for Prime, but also everyone for Revo dead as well, too.
Yeah, that Prime player looked like he got shot before he bunkered out the Revo player out of that Dorito. And then he kept running and shooting all the way to the corner.
Well, I think the Revo player agrees with you, Todd, because he's sitting there and arguing the same thing, slowly trying not to walk off the field. And that was Melnochek.
And it looks like, over here, it looks like a Prime guy is running the flag in, though. There's still a Prime guy alive.
Yeah,
where did he come from?
There was 3 bodies alive. That last Prime player was the player that filled out for the big Dorito
you know what it was?
over to the Doritos, or to the Dorito side temple. But when that player launched from the 50 Dorito, he looked like he got picked up before he even bunkered. It looked like it came off the top of his loader.
Well, they must have saw that, or at least saw the mark from that shot, and then called the penalty, taking out the other attacker. But they had shot both players for Revo. But what had happened was that penalty, that minor penalty over here, we must have lost the guy in the back corner bunker over here on the snake side, because I think that's where that guy was hiding over there. Because all of a sudden, as we're thinking everyone's dead, he just magically appears. I don't know if he dug a tunnel from the pits or what, but was somehow able to stay alive over here.
I feel like absolute chaos is still on the field. Yeah, no, Maddie, I thought that was a 2-on-2. It was actually a 3-on-3, so there were more bodies over on that Dorito side that I didn't see.
Man, well, there's the you're looking at, that's the Revo chanting section in the stands. They've calmed down here and given their vocal cords a little rest, but they have just been blasting the field with support here. How much of a boost is it, though? You know, I mean, when you have that many people, Marcelo, cheering for you, you know, I mean, you feel like you're fighting for more than just what's going on your team, you know?
Absolutely. It's like home field advantage. You know, that damage game this morning, every time somebody would cheer, we knew something was going wrong for us, you know?
That's how I felt. And I used to feel like that in Europe.
Yeah,
Maybe you still
100%.
do. Because they hated us so much in Europe. It's like, okay, when they cheer, that means we lost the body.
Exactly. That means look the other way real quick.
And when they boo, look the other way. And when they boo, that means we shot somebody.
Yep, exactly.
It was actually a pretty consistent way of keeping the kill count. Like it worked every time.
100%. Definitely today, anytime I heard cheering, I'm like, oh, gotta look the other way, see what happened.
Yeah, that's for sure. Especially on the snake side, close to the stands.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. Can Revo put that winning point on the borders? Prime going to continue their comeback here.
Revo loses one on the break out of the snake side corner, but they make a quick fill in a snake. I love that move. So you just got to be aggressive. Same thing from the Prime guy, though. So they match each other up. Prime with the advantage on the snake side because they have 2 bodies over here. They have a player in the snake corner and in the snake 2. Revo in the snake 3 shooting down the wire. He's got the dominance. And on your screen there you see the Revo player in the back center. He's protecting his snake player.
And Prime loses their snake player out of snake 1. They're going to fill across, come back into the snake. Is he going to make it in? He does. He does
he
not.
Gets shot down the
it's
line.
so frustrating. Just pounded the ground 3 times, knowing what's at stake there, and just punching the grass.
And such a bummer there, too, because he actually made the move. He just dove too wide and got shot down the tape. You know, he made it into the snake, made the hardest part, and then got himself shot.
And that is going to put it on the shoulders of Evan Manners, Tim Roberts, and John Ward to try to do something here. The power, though, for Prime is over on that D side of the field. They have 2 players, and they have a player in D1 and a player in the back spot over there. And but right now, Revo doesn't have to do anything. They have the lead and the body advantage with Brian Lynn, Scott Graham, Mick Melnichek, and Kyle Williams left alive, the kill count leaders for Revo, as another body drops for Prime. Kill count leaders for Revo, Scott Graham and Kyle Williams with 6 and 5. Timmy Roberts, looks like, I say there still are 2 players left alive for Prime over here, but here comes Revo 2. Revo to the 50-yard line and on the D side and past the 50-yard line on the Snake side.
Oh, and Scotty Graham gets another kill across the field on that Dorito side corner. Just one body left alive for Prime. Scotty Graham gets his gun up and starts coming, and he gets that kill down the wire and gives a wave to the last body. And once again, just like in the finals of Riverside, Scotty Graham coming through for Revo 2, finishing at 1-on-1, finishes the game here for Revo 2 to win World Cup.
That kid seems like a good player. I wonder if we'll see him on the pro squad soon.
Maybe. That pro squad's pretty deep across the board. You know, that's one of the great things about Revo's pro squad is that they're not just relying on one or two guys.
Right.
You know, now that we got to see a full tournament from those guys in the Champions Division, I was incredibly impressed by their depth. And what's scary for the rest of paintball is that not only is Revo deep on their pro squad, but they're deep across the board down into the divisions. You know, we're talking about 30 different guys. And, we just saw here an awesome win. Revo, though, Scrappy Prime, though, they were able to keep it close, but not close enough. So, yeah, just like you said, though, Todd, wow, what a great performance by Scott Graham. Kill count leader for Revo 2 here. Maybe we'll see him on the pro squad next year. So let's check in with Lauren.
All right, now on the podium, I have Absolute Chaos.
Yeah, number one.
I guess I don't need to tell you that they won first place, but they are also our overall series champs. How are you guys feeling?
We feel great. Absolutely. It's an honor to be up here and have some thanks. First of all, I want to say we played our game our way all day and it worked out. I want to thank HK Army, absolutely awesome company. Tree Dines for the field we play at. We got Trained Today for the clothing, the shirts we wear, and then we got Ruthless for the media, and they are some awesome cats too. So that's all I want to say. I got cut off last time, so I'm kind of afraid to go long.
Well, congratulations, guys. Watch out for them next year. They're going to be...
Family! Woo!
Back to you guys.
So it's going to be a mystery what happens next year with them. We didn't get to hear the final thought. But, hey, man, hats off to Absolute Chaos, winning the series, winning the World Cup in D2. I'm sorry, in D3.
And that's the best way to do it. You win the World Cup and the series. Like Dave Baines was saying.
You're right,
you
that is awesome.
win the series and you don't win the cup. It's a bittersweet feeling for sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. So here we go. We are going to head into the D1 final matchup. It's going to be Portland Uprising making it in to take on Trey My Gun Outlaws. So that's going to be the D1 final matchup coming at you, and then we head into the most anticipated game of the entire weekend out of all the 350 teams. Two of the very two best. Art Chaos is going to be playing against Tampa Bay Damage to see who wins the Champions Division World Cup. And then after that, an amazing Challengers Division final matchup with San Diego Dynasty and Los Angeles Infamous. So we're going to be right back. You definitely want to stick with us.